Hi, I'm Kat's Abstract World, and today's video is me redrawing a sketch I made in about March or April. This was one of the first drawings I made before I decided, hey, I think I like art. It's very janky, but I did like the idea of it, so I decided to redraw it. You can kind of see the proportions that my style is now is kind of different, as the necks I do are more slender but also thicker than the neck I drew there, as well as the way I draw ears is different, and the face shape is very similar. I definitely have not changed that yet. It is a signature of mine, I believe. And then the smoke I really liked. I need to learn how to sketch better smoke like I did before. I used a blending brush when I actually sketched it, and I did not use a blending brush on Procreate. And then you can tell the lips are a different style. I feel like my stylized lips are very juicy with a darker color on the top. The eyes are not really my style anymore, but I did try to keep the eyes in a similar way. The eyelashes, though, and the eyeliner is still my style, which I really like how I still sort of do that. And then I tried to do contour instead of the sketch blush I did to see if that would look better. It does make my portrait look muddy, but in my head when I think of this girl, I kind of think of a muddy portrait. The eyebrows are different than what they used to be, but they're also still very similar. The eyebrows I do now in drawing are always very thin. If it is meant to be cartoon, like very wowsy, I'll do these little V eyebrows that are short and stubby. And then I start with the hair. The hair is my signature style. If you notice my drawings, I always have the wavy cowlicks and the curves. So I'm very excited to see how, as I progress as an artist, I still keep some stuff that I did keep when I first began drawing. The hair is almost the same, just a little bit different. I wanted it to be what I was drawing, just how I draw now. The hands I like, but they're definitely not my style now. My style for hands are I try to hide them. And then with hair, I did just kind of sketch each individual strand because I feel like that's what you do in an actual sketch. Normally I just paint over and do random highlights that I don't understand. Hair is definitely the worst part of my drawing. You can tell it's something I'm still struggling with, as I'm in my second semester of college. I am taking one of my first art classes finally, like intro art. So I will be learning how to do proportional hair, I believe, soon. As well as right now with this sketch, you can kind of see I'm just adding some random details with the hair still. And then I go on to the base colors. With my art, most of the time I try to do a color and then I add colors on it until I feel like it is the right shade I like. With this one, I wanted the theme to kind of be like a drawing I did earlier, very earthy. This drawing, when I think of it, I think of Emerald Eyes from Fleetwood Mac. So for the hair and the skin tone, I tried to make it kind of match. It does look like Oompa Loompa hair right now, but it is supposed to be blonde. I was just trying to do a little bit of color theory to make it look better with the background I had in my eyes to do. And then as soon as you see I do an overlay, you can tell where my hair was messed up. I did the airbrush effect that I need to stop doing. That is definitely hurting my art. So I tried to map out some darker strands to make the hair look more cohesive, and I added different cowlicks as well as different darker strands to make it kind of blend better. I definitely feel like the hair isn't the best at all, and I could have done better, but I did try by adding highlights, lowlights, and overall just tried a new blending technique. I added a lot of oranges because I wanted it to fit. I knew the sketch would be gray, so that would be a good idea. And then for the emerald eyes, I did a white blue like underline, the same color I did the smoke, which I thought was very good because it would make you like kind of stare at the eyes a little bit like, what's that? I do apologize about the sound. I'm in a restaurant while I'm filming this, But overall, this was the before. I took out the Tim Burton animal head because that same day I already drew something with an animal head on it, and I didn't really want to do that repetitively. And overall, I kind of just added that because my father recommended me to. He is an artist, so when he recommends I do something in a painting, I usually do, or a sketch, or really anything. If he tells me, oh, I like this, I immediately do it. And then if you look at this, it is the side-by-side of the new art. I really like this one. I did decide for Instagram to add textures, so I will show you how I textured it as well. But overall, I'm very glad with how it came out, and I wonder if I redraw this again in 6 months, how much my art will change again. This is with the added texture. It doesn't really change, but I do like it. It's from the Grain and Sparkle Procreate pack that you see on Gumroad all the time. It's a green, and then I used the blue that I used for the smoke and the underbase of the eyes to make that color kind of blend more cohesively. I'm Kat's Abstract World. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate all the support I get, as well as thank you for just enjoying my content, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.